On the supernatural tonight on Sentient Synchronicities, we're going to have Unknown Mizery hopping in for about an hour, and we're going to be talking about some super important, vital subjects about especially the day and age that we live in and what we can do to protect ourselves, but also what we have as gifts and abilities that people have neglected to call as such. Like, a lot of people misunderstand what a dis-ease is, which is twice the ability, what an overclocking brain, which is like a super performant computer that doesn't have the proper coolant or, the proper, say, fan to cool itself down properly. That you just need the right medicines, you need the right plant teacher totems, you need the right vitamins, the right foods, the right water, the right liquids in your body, the right herbs and essences, spices, those kinds of things. And funny thing enough, I'm sure Miz will remember that shit. Me and him came up with the idea way back in the days of starting a restaurant chain called Spices Life and having a subcategory of that where we'd make these sauces and we would call it flying sauces. And we'd make like super spicy sauces, which is some funny ass shit because I'm like, that's actually what brings life. It really does. Spice is life. Water is life, but spice brings life to you way more. Water will sustain you. It'll keep you alive. But, spice will actually just boost your energy like 20 coffees could never do. The coffees will make you crash. The spice will keep you alive and keep you alert all day long. It'll keep you running like nobody's business. There's a reason why some people used to use coca leaves back in the fields, back in the days, but spice will do that for you without the drug, without the cocaine, without anything, so we don't even need that. Yo, what up? Peace and hijo. It's a pleasure. And my apologies. I hope I'm pronouncing that from the last time somebody mentioned that, or you mentioned it to me, I think, and you mentioned that to me. So I was like, I'm still trying to pronounce that properly. But I try to pronounce it Spanish way because I'm like, Chicano style is like, that sounds dope, But yo, come on in if you want. Unknown Mizery should be here in a second. Yeah, it's crazy shit going on because like in this world, people don't seem to acknowledge that people that are poetic, that are creative, that are artistic, that are, polymaths, that are generalists, that are jacks of all trades or queens of all trades, they're neglected, they're marginalized, they're disenfranchised. We're labeled oftentimes as people being bipolar, being manic depressive, being depressive, being schizophrenic, being borderline personality disorder, multiple personality disorder, this, that, CPTSD, ADHD, autistic spectrum, you name it. They've got a subcategory in a book to try to label it and give us a neo-Nazi made chemical to try to brand us as being permanently mentally ill. But that's actually the crux, in a sense, of a lot of creative artistic abilities. So I feel like it's super important to talk about these kinds of things, We definitely need to pay a lot more attention to what's been going on the face of the planet in terms of mental health abuses, in terms of psych ward abuses, which are worse than prisons in many cases. The rights are not respected there. People are routinely raped, abused, molested, mistreated. The injections themselves are a physical abuse. There's, all kinds of side effects in there. That's chemical torture. Those are Nazi-based experiments. We should not tolerate that, especially not for children, for youth. That's like a horrible thing that people don't seem to realize. It's a really poignant subject because a lot of people are like, yo, you can't say that because some people have prescriptions. I'm like, no, it's because they've been forcefully addicted to drugs they didn't want to take in the first place. They're forced and told that they need to take these drugs to make them better. But nobody's even paying attention to the fact that the teachers, in many cases, are abusive, are super fucked up people. In many situations, the male teachers are like, they might even be psychically abusing the students, physically abusing them. Some of them in those neo-residential histories, especially of those schools, have been molesting the students. And then they say the students aren't paying attention. They force them on drugs. The next thing you know, somebody is like, yo, there was a school shooting again. And I'm like, that's an MK Ultra setup. But that's not because it didn't happen. It's because these youth, their brains are conditioned, they're brainwashed, and they're isolated, and they're neglected, they're disenfranchised, they're marginalized. regardless. I'm not defending any school shooter, by the way. What I'm saying, and they go in a different kind of place. I'm not too sure where they end up after that if they're a youth and they're shooting other youth, you know. It's a different kind of ballpark category as someone who's a full-grown serial killer. But that being said, regardless, I'm like, we gotta face the fact that there's a serious mental health problem that's going on worldwide and that's not being addressed, as being the root of that problem being colonialism and patriarchy once again, which really it boils down always to the same thing, the colonial systems of patriarchal white supremacy, which are controlling, still, you know, holding on their dying grip on their empire that's falling to pieces, that never was, like Justar was saying today. It never existed in the first place. It was a mind trick. It was an illusion to make them, you know, powerful, to make us believe that we were weak, that we were ethnic minorities, that they were powerful, that they were superior to us, that they were dominating us, that they were better at us, that they could speak the language better, but we outpaced them at everything. You know, now they can't even make sense anymore. They complain about us stealing their jobs, but they say we're lazy and we can't work at the same time. They say we complain too much about racism, but they acknowledge we live in a racist system that privileges them at every angle, but they still complain about losing their jobs, so they must be whack as fuck if they can't even hold that, you know. But then, I don't know, like the arguments with racist people, it's not even worth the brain cells, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna hit up Unknown Mizery, see if I can get him in here, cause that'll be dope as shit. I don't just want to be you know, sitting here and talking all day long about mental health problems. I could ramble on that all night long, no problem. But it's crazy because nobody seems to realize what the drama of that whole situation is that those people are not recognized. I don't just want to say we because I'm not the only person that represents neurodivergent, you know, diversity. But as people that are afflicted with mental health conditions, whether they want to consider it an incurable affliction or something that is actually a matter of perspective for many of us, it is something that is curable, that we believe we can actually live with, that we can evolve with, and that we believe is not necessarily just an illness. That doesn't mean that those of us that believe that are not suffering. It doesn't mean that we haven't gone through shit. It just means we choose to believe that we can heal from that. You know, and I think that's a super important point to make to people. Because, and I'm sure Unknown Mizery has his own point on there, but nobody needs to accept that the only way you're going to get better is by taking poisonous neo-Nazi chemicals that were compounded by the Third Reich and people before that even. Because that's not an ultimate solution. That sounds like some Nazi propaganda to me, and it is. You know, that's literally what they were saying. So they were using and inventing those drugs. You can look up Blitz drugs in the Third Reich and actually discover that. But yeah, let me hit up Unknown Mizery right now and see if I can get him in here. So other than that, it's crazy shit because what the extent of the damage that has been done by the psychiatric industry onto individuals in this society is. We haven't studied that properly because we're living still in an era that considers psychiatry to be a legitimate science, to be a legitimate holistic healing science. And psychiatrium, literally from the Latin and the Greek roots, comes from a house for the soul, like a sunny lit garden like house with an open space and water in the middle where the soul can rest and be at peace. So that's what psychiatry means. A psychiatric facility should be a house like that. Imagine how far we are from that in this society. Now, I was trained by Dr. Abraham Hoffer, and before he was with Dr. Linus Pauling, you know, this is what was going on. So it's some crazy shit because, oh shit, Unknown Misery just tried to join and it says he's unable to join. I'm gonna have to maybe potentially restart this. But yeah, this is crazy because beyond the censorship of what's going on in general. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. He joined on another account. Wonderful. So yo, this is gorgeous. Cause yo, I was just talking about some shit that we literally could easily get censored for, but I hope it doesn't happen tonight. So let's keep this moving. So I was saying that this system has been stifling us on a mutant level as beings with supernatural brain activity and levels of psychic abilities and creative abilities and artistic abilities. We've been tortured in psychiatric facilities that are supposed to be houses for the soul for so long. And if you look at the roots of psychiatry, the worst horror movies in the world could not translate the horror that psychiatry was in its beginnings. So why would we trust a science that was born from colonial fucks that were white supremacists torturing and depopulating with Nazi chemicals to genocide indigenous populations in general and the diaspora beyond that? So this is what the ultimate racist, poisonous, drug addicted, zombifying tool they could use, which they used. They did that with crack in the inner city ghettos with Operation Pegasus, Operation Watchtower. They did that with rap, with the contracts they signed in the mid 90s. You know, they did that with crystal meth now, and fentanyl, and Unknown Mizery knows about that because he was a frontline, and he still is in many senses a frontline worker as a social worker and addictions counselor. So it's some crazy shit that we're living in a world where they poison and drug and zombify us with chemicals they tell us are medicines to make us better, while at the same time denying our supernatural abilities to stifle the ancestors' voices inside of us that are trying to speak out about the abuse and genocide that's still happening on a psychic level. But it's happening on a physical level across the globe as well. And our ancestors and descendants and relatives are suffering all across because we're all interconnected. So, crazy ass shit. We know what it is, but we got to be warriors. We have to arm up. We have to wear God body armor. Like, say right now, what I'm rocking is God body armor. Arm the animals, right? Arm the totems with a gorilla with an AK-47 and some brass knuckles. That's God body armor. This turban, secondhand, God body armor. This is from a company that gives back a bunch of the proceeds to animals, and this was discounted too. So it's like God body armor. You gotta have something that's gonna give you positive energy. If you're wearing a Nike T-shirt that supports slave labor, and you're like, "This is really hip hop," is that hip hop? If you're wearing Adidas and you're like, "Oh, I like Adidas because it's doper than Nike," I'm not bragging on anyone who wears that shit without thinking about it. But when you think about it, is that what you want to represent? Do you want to brand yourself with a giant corporation that makes it seem hip hop and cool to wear their clothes? And where are they made? Like Unknown Mizery is live from Vietnam right now. So imagine out there how much slave labor is going on behind the scenes, how much slave labor is going on in Asia and South America and Africa, all across the planet, even the US in prisons. We can talk about that because that's a mental health issue as well. Because when you put people in slave labor situations, of course, their mental health is going to deteriorate. It's going to be horrible. So, they're not taking care of people in prisons and psych wards, which are other forms of prisons, the youth centers, which are also other forms of prisons, ICE, FEMA. So the whole globe is in a CPTSD crisis, but nobody wants to recognize that this is just pushing some of us to actually turn into supernatural mutants in a sense, and other people are dying in the process and being tortured and suffering from horrible side effects. Those of us that have been lucky enough to pull out of that and get into situations where we manage to like make something out of it, weave it into a tapestry of artistic creation, know it, acknowledge that we can share with the masses. That's a super rare occurrence. We're lucky as shit, but then people start looking at that sometimes and they misinterpret it. They start thinking we live a lavish life, or that we have too much privilege, and that's why we still look good and we're decent and we're expressing ourselves clearly and we know who we are, that we were the lucky ones that didn't suffer that much. But it's like, no, sometimes the suffering, expressing it in words, is actually the way that we found to exteriorize that suffering and give a voice to the voiceless in that sense. And I would say anonymous for the voiceless, ARM, ALF, Gorak Nati, you know what it is, and you're Bengali, Dravidian, so it's like, you know what it is in India. That's the dominant underground political party, the Gorak Natis. They worship Gorak Nath. Gorak Nath is like literally the ultimate divinity of India. That's like an individual being, an indivisible, undefeatable individual who is like a 10-year-old youth that looks like they're white passing, blonde, non binary, and you can't really tell their gender. They're meditating and they look like they've been locked in a psych ward for most of their life. And there's a bunch of Rastas all around them meditating, and they're meditating to murder all non-vegetarians. Now that's some hardcore shit. really hardcore shit, but they're meditating not to murder indigenous people, but to murder all colonizers that are destroying the totems, that are hurting the animals, that are murdering the children of Gaia, that are murdering the children of the earth, which is exactly what Jesus said that he would do. Said he'd return with a sharp sword to exact his vengeance, like a thief in the night, and nobody would recognize him. And what does he do? He protects the animals. So Jesus is a Goraknati. Jesus would be like a Goraknati in India. He would protect the sacred animals with his life. And people don't seem to realize that we're committing occult rituals on a daily basis, which is actually affecting our mental health, because we are what we eat, what we drink, what we think, what we dream, what we speak. You know, so all of these realities, they interweave within us. What we smoke as well too, what we put in our bodies, what we sniff, what we ingest. Um, you know, so it's crazy shit to think that all of these different realities are intertwining within us, and then we have to make some kind of a sanity out of that. We have to become ourselves and still be sane in the process. Yo, man, I can't believe I kept this going that long until you hopped in, man. I
Oh, Lee,
actually kept it relevant too.
I was listening to you. I'm like, yo, I gotta get in there, and that's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, yo, this guy's. I was just like, yo, I hope someone else just hops in right now too to help. I had this air
Yo, so
conditioning on all night.
how's things out on the other side of the planet, man?
Oh, you're just hearing water boil right now.
Yo,
My bad. I just got up.
same.
Um, hold on. Can you hear me through this chaos? It sounds crazy.
No, oh no, man. Yo, you see, man, this is why I'm in infrared mode, because the snipers. I had to do it to, like, hide my trace for the CIA snipers that are trying to kill us because of the podcast we're doing live.
Yo,
I'm using all the meta trigger words.
no, they did. They did their part already. It's like they just make people that are speaking some truth. They deem them crazy. So then, no matter what they say, it doesn't matter anymore.
Exactly.
And then the sociopaths are what everyone's going to listen to, just like they're doing right now. You're talking about religion and mental health. It's like, yo, if you look at I don't want to get into politics, because my whole thing is, I don't understand. Like, first of all, I don't understand what's happening right now, because are we goldfish that forget things every 4 years? When in history did we see any politician in America or Canada tell the truth during their campaign, not do the opposite after they win? Like they've always lied to us. The campaign is always a yes man thing, and when they win, they do exactly what the same corporation that runs the countries want them to do. And all we are out here is like, oh, let's fight over all of this stuff. And I have people like becoming Trumpsters, and I'm like, oh, red states. I'm like, bro, you live in Canada. Chill out, red states. Like, you don't even understand what's happening, fam. Like, it's like, honestly, man, the voting system, how the world is, like, we're in a broken place right now. We're in a different dimension right now. We're crossing dimensions, I believe, nonstop, back and forth. They got us in this glitch, and all they can do is use their dark magic. All they want is war right now. All they want is violence. All they want is to suppress the voices of the people that think outside of the box. And one of the many ways to do it is medicine, is their medicine, not the natural medicine, their medicine. Some people, medicine's good for some people. Honestly, not all medicine's bad, in my opinion.
No, I
If it wasn't
agree.
for medicine, we wouldn't be alive as a species right now. And that's okay. But we've abused it just like anything else. We've abused it. So we went from understanding medicines to absolutely making it a business. So when something becomes a business, the goal is to sell more, sell more, sell more.
Exactly.
Medicine shouldn't be a business. It should be knowledge. It should be education. Anything, medicine should be sold in this way. You want to, every year, as an individual, you have access to education, so you can understand what medicine you need. For example, when I met you, you helped me learn about inositol. You helped me learn about all these things. Right now, they wanted me to take meds for my bipolar. My bipolar had me black out, punching holes in the wall, being someone I wasn't, not remembering a thing. And now I'm on heavy doses of inositol, 12 grams of inositol, 3 grams of fish oil every single day.
Yo,
You know,
that's bomb.
and it's balanced. It helps.
No, the same. I was gonna say the niacin helps. The tobacco helps me so much. I use my pacho still in all my spliffs. The
Yeah.
ganja helps me so much. Natural ganja, like outdoor. Yo,
That's cinnamon. I'm just burning cinnamon in the morning.
that's the thing, you know. And I feel you on the medicines. They're not all bad for sure, but some of them are horrible. Some of those first Nazi developed pills, they should not exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been on enough. I can speak out of experience. Like I've been on like probably 40 different pills in my life. They forced me on every chemical in the book for my particular illness. And I had to suffer through all of that for decades. And so I know which ones are effective and which ones aren't. It's from my own personal experience, but I can tell you I have pretty good experience with it. You know what I mean? So when somebody asks me, I try to minimize it. If they tell me they're forced on a medication, I'm like, try Abilify. No joke. This isn't even a promotion for Abilify,
Yeah.
but Abilify is made by a
That's the
plant
one that worked.
company. It's made by a Japanese plant-based company that manufactures vegan food and makes pharmaceuticals, and it's partially owned by
About this.
That's funny. But I feel like it's like the closest to a natural enhancement that I could have gotten in the medical scene, the way you just mentioned. As a orthomolecular nutritionist and a orthomolecular psychiatry student, I have to say that I was trained to believe that we can use small doses of chemicals sometimes to actually benefit in certain situations. So I agree with you on that
Yo, it's
for sure.
crazy. Yo, to add on to that, and that's wild. You're talking about that, and they kind of like buffer the
Glitch,
thing.
I saw that.
They don't want you to promote the name. But yo, what about just meeting people where they're at? And if we're in a society like we're not going to bully people, people could be who they are. People can, and it's great. People can be who they are right now. It's great. It's wonderful that people can finally be who they are to a big extent. But remember, not everyone can. And it's nice that right now many people can be who they are, and it's encouraged in society to be you. But it's still hard for a black person to be black. It's still hard for a Muslim person to be Muslim. And in a weird way, I'm going to bunch it together because that's how society looks at it. It's hard for a bipolar person to be normal. But look at it this way, autism. Finally, after all these years, we're trying to understand autism, even though I know many ways, there's many different things, the foods and the chemicals and things like that, even mental health. A lot of it comes from systemic trauma, but and our neighborhoods that we grew up in, like I grew up in a neighborhood and my friends murk my friends. So of course I'm going to be paranoid. Or are you paranoid?
Yeah,
Yes. Do you feel like people are following you?
yeah, yeah.
Yes. Oh, you have a mental health issue. I'm like, have you grew up where I grew up? You think
You
people are
would
following me
too.
too? As a matter of fact, when I get off the bus, the cops followed me home every time when I was young. They followed me more than the gangsters would.
Yeah,
They were my enemies. But sorry, I'm rambling. But I want to say, meeting people where they're at would be great, and that just shows what society does. They don't want people to think outside of the box. And if we weren't ostracized, or people living with bipolar weren't ostracized, it would just be meeting us where we're at and speaking in a different language, doing things in a different way, just like we are trying to do that for autistic people right now, which is beautiful. Just like we are trying to do that for people in general. We should be doing that for people with all these mental health issues because they come from somewhere. It doesn't have to be deemed as negative. And if it wasn't ostracized by society, it wouldn't be deemed as negative
yeah,
because then we would naturally be giving people who are living with these chemical imbalances the natural meds to help them function in society and contribute in such a unique way that no one else can.
exactly.
That goes back to Mutant Academy and mental health being a superpower if harnessed correctly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Meeting people where
Autistic
they're at.
highly telepathic. They're highly telepathic. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That they're hypersensitive
Intelligent.
and hyper aware.
Yeah.
So they feel everything so intensely that if a parent is thinking, "Oh my God," and they get angry telepathically at the child, and then the child starts crying, and they're like, "I didn't say anything. Why are you crying?" But they can feel the energy, you know. So
100%. Oh
no,
man.
it's nuts to think. Like, 'cause I grew up with that too. Like, I grew up with mad issues. I was lucky my mom took a while before she wanted to put me on medications. It took till my teenage years. So as a kid, I avoided Ritalin back in my days. I was lucky,
Mm.
you know. But if I had been on that, who the fuck knows what kind of side? Maybe I would be hooked on like speed and meth now. You know, maybe I would have been like, yo, I need, oh man, I need to focus. You know, who knows? Maybe I'd still be stuck on Ritalin. Maybe the doctors would force me to take Ritalin and say that I still need it because I have ADHD. Can you imagine they didn't diagnose me with ADHD? That's some
Crazy. Yo, I know. Yo, just remember these doctors were giving us cocaine not too long ago.
yeah. Coca-Cola and sass. Root beer had sass, had ecstasy in it. Most people don't remember that part.
Yep.
Can you imagine
And
how good people had it back in the fucking 20s? Yo, you go the speakeasies and the jazz before weed was illegalized and all this shit that was going on and before the prohibition. And they go, you go, fuck, you're drinking bootleg fucking moonshine, smoking a spliff at a jazz show, and then there's Black Wall Street going on. Yo, man, that would have been the shit.
hold on, I'm just getting a little tea.
Yeah, no, I need to do the same thing. I'm gonna pour myself some coffee.
I know I wanted to get some coffee, but I have this green tea. I didn't even open it yet. It might be a green tea day.
But yeah, no, can you imagine how dangerous that shit would be nowadays? How addicted it would be if Coca-Cola still made cocaine-based Coke, and if like root beer was still ecstasy-based? People would be like, "Yo, you down?" I'd be like, "Man, I did my 12th fucking root beer tonight, man. I'm on
Yep.
a trip."
And they didn't stop it for why they say they stopped it. You know why they stopped it? Because they make much more money through criminalizing people, through sickness, through death, through just keeping people poor. Like people are like, ah, man, these guys aren't working. They're taking all our money. Yo, it's a business. The more poverty you see in your city, the more someone else is getting super rich. And if that poverty stops, there's many people that are going to lose a lot of their money. People get paid off for poverty. I used to work in the downtown east side of Vancouver. I know this for a fact. I can't say names because they'll probably want to murk mans, but I know for a fact that people that work there, a lot of higher ups, are the ones advocating for Narcan, advocating for this and that, but they're the ones selling the people the drugs. You know what I mean? Because they need to create the problem. I always used to say, what's the best youth work or social work job you can do? The best youth work, social work job you can do is by working yourself out of a job. If you did a good job at work, you
Yeah.
shouldn't have a position next year.
Yep. That's how
And they don't
feel
want that.
now.
It's a
You know,
business.
they told me, Anton, you're fucked because like you didn't get your PhD. I was like, think about it. It's a really good story because I'm a decolonial teacher and they didn't give me
Yeah.
my PhD because I couldn't pay for the colonial fees.
That's
So
crazy.
it's a good story because, you know, if they ask me, did you pass my PhD? I passed my exams. I passed everything, oral and written. And I have my PhD thesis online on academia.edu, which is an official academic
I
website.
know that one. I seen it.
So, you know, they can't say shit to me. They can't say you don't have your PhD, but I don't. So it's a funny story because I'm like, oh, those fucks, they're too colonial. They wouldn't give me my piece of paper. Oh, yo, what up?
Yo,
Official. Yo, what's
that's
good?
so funny.
Yo,
All Papa Phantom from Slovakia. EHW. Don't worry, bro. I'll message you. I know this guy's cheesed. I'm not messaging him, bro. I'm
yo,
not messaging you for this reason, and you have to understand why. I'm gonna explain to you, and I'll talk to you later about it. But I'm not messaging you because I'm not in the mental space to do it. Everybody just wants my energy at all times, and I can't give it to them. I do my best, and I share everything I can. You were there when I helped build EHW. You see the energy I put into it, the love I put into it, and you see what it got me. It got me hatred, a lot of violence towards me. And while I'm rebuilding this movement, I'm being very careful. So we're going to build, but first and foremost, I have to take care of myself, my mental health, and what's good for me. So I can't just talk to people every minute. And brother, here we're talking about bipolar. When someone's dealing with this type of thing in their chemicals, the imbalance, picking up a phone is extremely hard.
Yeah.
Most people may not understand, but it's not for them to understand. It's for me to understand, and it's for you to meet me where I'm
Yeah.
at, brother. So
And I'll be
heads
honest,
up, big salute. I love you, bro, but I'll connect with you very soon. Very soon. Give me a few days.
yo,
I am
respect.
stronger. I'm stronger than ever, bro. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. We can talk about that. What is stronger?
Let me tell you one thing. Unknown Misery, sometimes I had to wait 5, 6 years before I could talk to him. The first time I wanted to talk to him, it took me 10 years. 10 years of wanting to meet you, and then I finally did. And we became best friends, you know?
No,
But he's
and this
like
guy
a
is a
teacher.
teacher.
Yo, what up, Omix?
He's also a
Yo, Bomix.
Reiki master, man. Phantom's mad love. He's a Reiki master. He's a really dope MC. You know what I mean? He's one of the OGs from
That's
EHW.
dope.
But that's what I'm saying when it comes to like even the concept of being stronger. It's like, that's all perspective, man. I'm not into this blue pill, red pill garbage with these new guys and new men like, oh, we
Yo,
strong. It's like, I don't care.
We
That's
got
weak to
C
me. That's
in the
weak.
building.
Who?
Yo, C do a request right now. See that C loud.
Yo,
Yo,
on top.
What's up, guys?
Yo, what are you
what up, man?
saying, bro?
Bro, I'm chilling now, bro, and
I'll
I will
get
smoke
you
it
soon, bro.
something. Wait a
Yo,
minute.
my brain's somewhere else, and you have to understand I am stronger. That's why I do everything I do, brother. That's why, like you, I'm never gonna leave. I'll always be here. You know what I mean?
Bro, I know. Bro, I know. But, we're talking about a lot of, and the music, when we want making, you know, when we want making a step onto the future, then we must work in, what does it mean? The work is very important to promotion of music, and that must be ta 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 ta. Not this type of ta 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 ta, this bullshit, this pop hop, this homosexual LGBT bullshit motherfucker.
Oh,
Who,
yo,
See, that's
man.
the thing, bro.
Yo, come on. Yo, the thing is, you gotta trace the line between the difference between like somebody that you would call a homosexual, right? Somebody who
no,
fucking like
no, bro,
whatever.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with
Is
the
not
people.
Yo, lesbians are fucking amazing people. Some gay people are amazing people. You just gotta trace it.
Brother. But wait. You don't understand me. I don't have a problem with the people when I have so much friends who are homosexual, who are lesbians, who are females or the tomboy. But I told you one. I have a problem. I have a problem with who will identify me something like the table or the unicorn, bro. That's not normal. And this type of people are pedophiles. And bro, I see what's happened.
Thing,
I know what's happened. I
child
real no,
has nothing to do with queer people, man. I'll
It
tell
doesn't.
you what is children. It's like world bankers, fake people hiding behind religion, priests, CEOs, people that
A lot of the
them. You know
a
what
lot of the pedophiles right now are actually the guys. I'll tell you, brother. The truth is, if you look at it, a lot of the pedophiles are the guys online promoting what a real man is and what
yes,
men
yes,
should be
yes.
standing
right?
for.
You're right.
Those are the
Or
guys.
That's
like
real.
on some Drake shit, on like, you know what I mean?
Like the
Brother,
Tates, like that the Andrew, bro.
once
I'll
again,
say like the Andrew Tates,
Yeah.
garbage. All these young streamers right now, all they're doing is promoting garbage. Even down to the Nelks and all these other people, they're all bought out. And what they are is they're controlled opposition. So all
but
these young YouTube streamers are controlled opposition, and they don't
Armada.
even know it. Cause yo, right now, brother, in Canada, the amount of violence and bullshit going on. Yo,
Yo,
my brother from Brazil's in the house.
yo, that's
Okay.
man. This is the shit. Now we're talking.
But it's
Bro,
good. We all have different opinions, bro. And Phantom has very strong opinions, and I
Yeah.
respect this guy for it. It's all good. Yo, my brother, how you doing, man? Tito.
me,
Now I'm
Me,
talking to my
brother.
brother right there from Brazil, the other
Ah,
rapper right here. How you
okay,
doing, man?
okay, okay, okay.
Good.
Riescimi.
So, yo, what do you guys think about mental health, man? What's going on, man? Let's stick to the topic, though, man. Let's stick to the
Yeah,
topic, bro.
you,
Because, well, every time. What's
it's
up?
all related to it in one way or another. I would say talked about. That's what I said.
Ah, yo,
Sí,
you can speak some Spanish with the
sí,
brother?
sí, no, es en portugués, pero ahora hablo simplemente español, pero no hablo portugués. Pero mi novia hablo un
¿Cómo está, amigo? ¿Cómo
español,
está, amigo?
sí, más o menos muy bien. Sí, no sé si tú hablas español, ¿es posible?
Ah, sí, amigo.
I don't know what's going
Sí,
on. I don't know what's going on, guys.
I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
just told him I'm Brazilian. I don't no hablo brasileño, pero tú sabes.
You know
Sou
my,
brasileiro, só não
Yo,
sei falar inglês, meus irmãos.
you know my brothers. I have one big problem. I'm not from the earth, you know. Just I look this. I get it from here when I come in this box, but my soul is another. You know,
Yeah, no,
I'm not.
absolutely.
I'm not human, but I won't teach the human beat the humans.
Oh no, nobody here is just pure human. This is about supernatural abilities of mutant bipolar people. So
Okay, bro.
no
Bro,
supernatural things here.
bro. Then
I think
trust
we all
me.
realize.
Then trust me. Slavic people wanna make the. You know, we don't start like this when you know, but it's time to change the life thinking and when now what I see, it's not evolution, brother. It's a bullshit nation. You know what does it mean? I see that stagnation. I see that people how not coming forward, but they coming back, and that's the problem, bro. And trust me, this young fucking generation will not help to us.
Oh no,
it's
they're
both, though. It's
they're
both. Like,
doing
since the last time we spoke, brother, I have a lot of different things in my mind. I agree. The young generation's wild, but there are also good people there. And our generation is absolutely lost, but there are also good people there.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
our generation, we are the ones right now actually still we're holding on to being in charge of the world. It's our generation. And look at the world. It's a fucking mess. Racism everywhere,
Yeah.
sexism everywhere, hatred everywhere, and it's justified.
And
And
stupid people, hey bro, and the stupid people and bullshit people and nothing people make a cage or the something like this. They got the, hey bro, they got the
but
mind for
bro,
the
the gay
something.
is not the problem. The racist is the problem. The sexist is the
Yeah,
problem.
no,
The
that's true.
rapist is the problem.
That's
But
true.
this,
Bro,
That's
you know what I mean? At this point, that's not the problem anymore, bro. That's something that you personally disagree with. And that's
hey
fine. You
bro,
have that you could have that opinion, brother, but that's
yo,
not the
but
problem. That those
I'm
aren't my
glad we're
enemies.
having this conversation, because like this is what mental health conversations look like. We can't shy away from them, like we gotta talk
No, this
about
is
it.
real. Yeah.
it's
I always have
reality.
real convos with Phantom. I'm cool with that. Don't worry, man. Me and Phantom disagree a lot, but we always have
Yeah.
real convos,
Hey
bro.
bro, I make it in Slovakia. That was, hey bro, the big demonstration, really, only me. And I had the 10 or the 20,000 hooligans, football hooligans, and we fight with the political governments and with the police officer. I was the only one. And then when the all see me there, the Czech and Slovak, hey bro, I was still it for 5 years. Now, call me one very big legend from Slovakia, Czech Republic. He's producer. He has studio. He's DJ, but he's the champion of DMC. He's from Serbia, but living in Prague. And they called me 1 week ago, bro. It's time to you must coming back. But hey, bro, I had not concert, and I fight it about the COVID, about the Ukraine, about the human rights. When I know what does us human rights, bro, and I fuck it up when the people don't see that, don't heard it, and that's not good. We are freedom people. You know, we're living in 21st century. What does it mean?
I
That does
agree.
it mean? We must be very technically and mentally uh, evolution up. That's the my
I
thinking.
agree with you,
You know.
brother. I agree with you, brother. I have a question. I have a question, though. All right. My question is this: while I agree with what you're saying, nowadays, when people say they're fighting for freedom,
Yeah.
Nazis say they're fighting for freedom and what they're doing is justified, and that's what they feel.
Yeah.
Other oppressors feel the same way.
Yep.
Most people, like a lot of people, are just fighting, but they're actually not fighting for freedom. They're fighting each other. So it's
Bro,
like,
okay,
what
I
do you
get it.
mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
I get a question back. When you know I have a now company, I make it in Sweden, I make it in Norway, I make it in Germany, you know? And bro, I I meet on the my colleague is a lot of German Nazis. But these German Nazis, bro, like Putin, like Muslims, bro. Really. And I told him I'm a little bit hey bro, I'm a little bit of no, I can't say this. I'm a Nazi. You know what I mean? Or the racist. When you know me, uh, but my thinking about the people who wanna
yeah,
still alive is it's for me it's fucked up. Which color you have, which nation you are. You know me, brother. You know me.
Yeah.
of course.
You know,
I
but
do.
I hate the people who don't have a who have only one thinking or the one mind, and you have a bet, and that's what I really fucked up when this is not humanity. Why you only just you have a truth? I mean, in the world is a 7 milliard truth. When every person in this or every human in this fucking world have a his true man, you know
Yeah, of course.
then
But I
then
think most of this is just a linguistic miscommunication, brethren, because to be honest, if we all spoke the same universal language, we'd relate to each other instantly. We don't really have a difference in opinion. I think it's just a matter of like different perspectives in the way that we're using words, because we all have different ways to interpret the words. When he says something, he has an intention, but it doesn't mean the words. We're using a colonial language that none of us originally spoke. This is all we're all speaking, communicating in an English language that none of us chose. But
I
like we're all stuck in this
but
language.
I just think a lot of the American way has seeped in to to the rest of the world. You know what I mean? So like I feel like what America says that we should hate is kind of what the rest of the world
brother
hates, brother. You feel me?
brother
Yeah.
Ukraine is my neighborhood. It's
Hmm.
some 500 kilometers from here to the border of Ukraine.
Yeah.
I told you one. This is hey, the Zelensky is one. It's fucking asshole. The first he is a Slavic. The first he's a Slavic, and then I know what want USA doing there. When USA don't have the money. It's very important to USA make their money, and everybody know the Anglo-Saxon people. It's every time on the history they want destroyed Slavic nations when we
Yes.
have a
Yes.
we have a big land. We are we are good fighters, but
They've been
what
trying to
we have,
destroy the Balkans from time. Everyone from that area.
you
Because
know,
you
and
guys are ancient people. Like the Balkans, there's so much ancient history around the Balkans. There's relics or different parts of the Balkans where you'll see half fish, half humans. Like those are like our ancestors. There's a lot of history in the Balkans. So I understand that they try to break your language and destroy the people and also
Yeah.
like militarize the
but
people there.
brother,
Like when
but
I
hey,
came to visit you, brother, when I came to visit you, remember I came to small town Kamarum, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was so fun, bro. It was so fun. And in the beginning, I was like, nah, what's this happening? Because people are calling me the N word. But I'll tell you the truth. A week later, I was like, nah,
And
bro,
living in
I'm the
my
most
and living in
melanated
my
person.
flat,
No, I'm saying that I'm
and I
the most
told you.
melanated person there, and they showed me love. Remember your friend you introduced me to at the Dickie shop? He sent
Yeah.
me to a bar. He was at the Dickie shop. His boy and me went to a Dickie shop. Some racist guy wants to fight me. Phantom's friend gets up, goes up to the guy, says some shit in Slovak, and the guy got scared. And he's like, yo, and he made the guy leave the bar. And I'm in this bar in like small town, bro. Like I could have
That's
got
bad.
stomped down and murked over there several times. It was a strange place, but it was beautiful because it was nice to go somewhere where I felt that I would be in danger because of the color of my skin, but I wasn't. I wasn't in
Hey,
danger. I
bro,
was around
just
good hip
but,
hop.
no, no,
I was
no.
around.
But this is just your paranoid. When was the communism? We have there so much black guys from the Cuba. And
Yeah.
they and so much so much little kids living there.
Mm.
So much Slovak Cuba childrens.
Oh,
But they
yeah, right. Mix.
makes yeah, but communism work it together. When I
Yes.
was when I was in the 2 years ago in the Cuba, you remember, I now won't go to the Bali for the 2 weeks. And yesterday I'm starting building my house, bro. Uh, my mother gave me the 30 acre,
No
Shit.
way.
very big, big, big,
Yo,
you know. And I will make in there the everything, the house I have there on the backside. I have a normal forest. Brother, that's brutal. Then I will
Oh,
grow
nice.
it there, wheat, everything, brother. But
You
everything,
got
bro.
weed, vegetables. You could grow everything in that land. That's a big piece of land, bro. You could do everything.
that's
Hey,
facts,
bro.
man.
Hey,
I
bro. And
know,
I have
bro.
hey, and my this partner is close 10 meters from the big lake.
Ah,
You know,
that's beautiful.
this is Katyusha, brother, and this you don't want. Hey, hey, bro. The last time, show this. Hey, bro. The one Thai boxer attacked me. He was better, than and I told him, please, bro, fucked up. Hey, hey, look at how you looking. You are the junkie. You are nothing. I said, brother, please. I'm a hooligan, ultras brutal, fucked up, bro. Please, I fuck your. Who are you? No, no, no.
Yeah.
Hey,
Listen,
look at
bro.
hey, bro. The first
This
he
is
got it
why
the
I
guillotine.
say this is raw and uncensored.
Hey, bro, the first he got it the guillotine, bro, and I'm a 43 years old guy. He get it, and he was the 13. He was young, and hey, strong, but and I said, brother, please don't do that. Then he get it the guillotine, and every time he battle, and I think, oh fuck, I must coming up, when I will be down, and he starting punching me. It's better to come up, but I can do that, But better when I coming up with guillotine, and then and then when I do this, bro, he's starting, but I have a long, brother. I take it him 6 time KO. Look at my hand. Hey, and that guy woke up, and I don't use my neck or my
Yeah.
legs when I this starting. Then this guy is dead.
Yep, I'm like that.
Hey, bro, and last KO was when I take it, and he cried. Hey, bro, he cried when I punch his face. No, bro, please no. And then wake up. Hey, what do you mean, you motherfucker? And then, hey man, are you really sick, bastard? And then I must go sleeping to my car. You know, when he's starting
Yo,
every time,
Phantom
and I say,
story.
brother,
You're funny,
please,
man.
I will kill
Yo,
you, you motherfucker. Then I
Yo,
will go.
yo, Phantom's wild, bro. I'm gonna tell a story. So the first time I met Phantom, yo, I'm at his house. We had a long debate about the N word, and that's cool. We did. That's why I like Phantom, bro. Because me and you, bro, so many times we disagree, but you know what? We talk about it. Who
yeah,
cares if we disagree? That's real
And,
people. We can
uh,
disagree and we're still cool, bro. And I like that, bro, because we learn from each other. And I'm not always right. I won't be always right, but
brother,
I'm in the car with this guy. This guy's taking us to a festival. Bro, he's like on the way to the festival, he's like, bro, this hand
don't play
has
with
the
me, you
bomb,
know that.
this hand the tank. Which one you want? And then he's driving, and when I say we're driving on like some country road, we're going to the mountains. Yo, bro, this guy is speeding like top speed in one lanes playing chicken with cars. I'm in the car. I'm just like, bro, I'm trying to stay calm. But I'm like, bro, I got no insurance. I went to Europe with no insurance. He's going this close to cars at full speed and then going around them. Bro, I thought I was going to die
bro,
before that show happened.
bro.
Like, bro,
Hey, bro, I had now the last time. Hey, last time I have another garage too. I have a hey, bro, Audi A6 RS.
I had one of those, but not the RS.
Bro, 340 kilometers.
Ooh, you funny fucker.
You know what does it
Yo, that's
mean?
crazy.
Bah! It's the best feeling, and I want. You know what I want? Buying something like this brutal turbo aeroplanes. You know this army ship. You know
drone.
that. Wow, I
Yo,
want to go.
I have a question for you, brother. In Slovakia, do they think of mental health? In Slovakia, do they have like doctors or
Bro,
programs to help
bro,
people with mental health?
I make him in 25 years. The Reiki, the Philippine magnetism, the Qigong, and everything. This, you know, I
No,
helping with people.
I
You don't
I know
know that?
you do grassroots, bro. I
Yeah,
know you do Reiki and all that. I know you
yeah.
take care of yourself. I'm just wondering because we're talking
I'm
about
not
mental
just
health.
myself. I
I
for
want to
me,
know,
it's I fucked up. You know when you know me, I'm a devil, bro. But I'm a mutant. You know my mother is angel, and my father is Lucifer, and I stay on. You know I fucked up the. Uh, no, I don't fuck up the what is it? The Eden. I don't fucked up the hell, but I don't wanna be in. You know when you are the good, when you are the good, when you are the good. What is it? When you understand the bad side and the good side, and you will stay on this way. Uh, I use my demons only, you know, for why? When another demons attack me.
Yes.
I never really use my demons to the good souls or the good you know good I mean the spirits when it's
brother.
very
That's
We all
important.
gospel
have those.
assembly
What you're
stuff.
explaining is real. All of us, exactly that. All of us. That's why they always say your demons. Fight your demons. Watch your
Yeah,
demons, because all of us have them. We have to. We have to be balanced, bro. Speaking of Reiki, we
yeah,
know
the
this. We
balance is
have to
normal.
be balanced,
It's just about
and knowing
yeah.
that's intelligence, spiritual intelligence, man. If you know that, then you
Then
know
you
who
know.
to control when. You know what I mean? Because it is true. It is true. Sometimes you have to bring darkness on darkness, and you know what I mean. But like recently, I think the world has gone too dark, and I used to be all about the balance, and I'm still obviously balance is reality. It's everything, but
Oh,
I
I make
feel like everyone's focusing on a lot of dark, so I'll just do the light thing for now,
Yeah.
yeah, for a minute. I'm
No,
back
that's
to the
good.
light thing, you know.
That's good. Straight up, because I feel I relate to everything he's saying in many ways, especially the demons using your
Yeah,
demons against other
guys.
bad
I
demons.
make it
That's a
today. I
good
make it
wrathful
today.
assembly tactic, a warrior tactic. You don't want to just be love and light and shower the demons with Allah. If a plant is drying up and dying, you don't want to drown it in water and light. It's gonna die. You know, you
bro.
gotta be really delicate with that. So when people are like, love and light, love and light, love and light, I'm like, nah, but I feel you on saying you want to be the light right now because it balances.
It's needed, yo,
Yeah,
bro.
but guys,
I have an interview of Phantom, and I told you, brother, I don't want to put it out because I respect the brother, but yo, you can't
but
help it, man. Like when you talk to Phantom, this is it, man. Like the interview I have of you, bro. Yo, this guy was going wild on the interview. It's the best interview. I feel like if I put that interview out, it would go viral. Everyone would watch it.
hey, bro,
You know
we
what I
must
mean?
take it. Hey, bro, we must take it out. You know
You want
what I
to?
said? Yes, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, I
It's
just didn't
awesome. It's
know because
finishing.
I know that day you
Hey,
were a
bro,
little drunk and high. I didn't want to like make you feel bad, but if you're
bro,
okay, I'll put it
hey,
out,
bro,
bro,
but
because
hey, hey, it was real and acting.
it was real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
real, and what coming from my heart, I fucked up. What when
It
somebody
was
won,
real.
look at me or something, so, or tell me something, then I say, you have a tabula rasa. When you don't have tabula rasa, then go fuck out from me. And trust
What does
me,
that mean?
I don't do nothing
Oh, it
bad
says
to
tabula
you.
rasa means like when you have a carte blanche, it's like when you have a clear table, like you're clean slate.
Then
So he's like, so don't
you
fuck
can
up with
judge
me,
me.
you
You
know?
can judge me. But when you have something, but I don't have a,
Ah,
but I don't have a. Hey, I only what I use is drugs. I love it. I don't know why, but hey, hey, I have a big. Hey, bro, I'm making big money. I don't waste my money, bro. I don't waste my money. Hey, bro, I get
I don't
a
judge you at all, brother. No
No,
judgment ever. I don't
no,
judge
no, no.
no,
Phantom, bro.
just
You're Phantom.
but so much people doing here. And I
Listen,
say, I understand you, idiot, when I using and I'm more intelligent than you. And you
Bro,
see, I'm
people
not.
told me don't hang out with. Bro, people told me, like you know how it is from our old beef and all that. People like, yo, Phantom's this, that. Don't hang out with him. Yo, he's racist. He's on drugs. And I'm like, bro, he's not racist to me, and I don't care what he's doing as long as
Who,
he's
hey,
doing
hey,
his
who
best.
told that?
He's
yeah.
my
Who
brother.
told this?
No, but
Who told it?
Empty
let me
Handed
just
Warrior
tell you
times,
something.
bro. Empty Handed
Phantom,
Warrior times. That's like 10 years ago.
Phantom, let me put this here. I think everybody in this room has used drugs. You know what I'm saying? We've all been on drugs. We all do drugs on a semi-regular basis, I'm pretty sure. So there's
Phantom's,
no judgment anywhere for anyone. No
I don't
question.
judge. I don't judge
Listen,
Phantom. Phantom's a wild human. Like he's one of the wildest guys I've met in my life.
yo,
Straight up, like this.
I feel it. We're all mutants here. We're all mutants. The reason we're mutants is because we transmuted a lot of chemicals and poisons in our body. When you say you use drugs, I'm like, yo, people go to the drugstore every day. They're addicted to drugs.
But
You
bro,
want to know?
trust me, when you get me 10 people and I fucked up, how many kilos will be there? Uh, 3 people from the 10 will, or the 4 will die with me. You know, from
Yo,
the group.
look, I'll tell
And
you, this
when,
is how crazy
you
I am,
know,
Phantom.
and I
Look,
fucked up when he will
Phantom,
be 200 kilo guy.
this is how crazy I am. Those are sitting on my couch right next to me at all time. I have 6 of those in my house. All the same oversized head kukris.
Bro, I have a you know, that brutal.
Yeah.
Mm.
You see that, bro? From 500 meter, you have a problem, brother. And I have everything, you know.
See,
I buy blue.
me, what
You
I
know, then when
do,
you will come in, with your, you know, it's not good. When I will hunting you, not you me. When I love hunting, I now starting hunting, you know, and that's perfect. When
me,
I
I'll tell you. You know why I have 6 of those, not just 2? I'll tell you why I
bro,
have 6.
I
Because
know
I
I
have two,
understand, bro. I
two behind
understand
my
you,
back,
bro.
2
I
on
know
my belt,
I
and
know
2 in
you.
my hands.
You are the
So just
ninja.
in case, on my first 2, I throw.
I
Then I pick my
know.
other 2 in the back. I throw. Oh shit!
Oh,
Shit! I just broke
like, hey,
my
bro.
lamp.
And now you wanna, you see that when you won't fight with the big king. And
Yo,
I just
look,
wanna to,
look,
and just I
live and
wanna telling you,
direct. I
just I
just cut
wanna,
through my
bro.
lamp with the machete.
And that's my energy. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? You see that? I just
Yo, look.
hey, not touching, bro. And look
Where's
at
that?
what's happening. Just I want to tell you, brother, you have
Where's
this and brutal, but this is for the close fight, you know. But I will shoot at you from
that?
500 meters, you know, and boom, boom on your head, and that.
Yo, I'm putting
Oh, I
out your
believe you.
interview, bro. This guy
I
has one
believe you,
line in the interview.
bro.
He
I'll
looks
get an
like the
old
camera, bro.
SKS. I'll
Yo, I
get an
gotta break it
AR-40.
down. I looked at Phantom on, bro. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you the interview later and put it up. Cause Phantom looks at the camera. He's just like this. He's talking about politics. He's mad, and he's like, "I will find you. I would no." He's like, "I will find you. I will kill you and your father." And the way this guy said it,
Oh,
it was like a movie, bro. I have it, and yo, I made that was gonna be the promo for your interview. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, I
Hey,
didn't want
bro,
to
but brother, but
get
you
views
know that
if
I
you
will do
don't
that.
like that energy.
Hey,
But
bro,
you do. I keep forgetting.
I love that energy. First
I
time,
know. I know.
hey,
I forget.
I say fucked up. Hey, bro, but sometimes people mean I'm high, but I'm not high. I have these flashes, you know. When the first, I'm the hyperactive from the kids. I have a ADHD. I was that indigo kid. Then you know this every time on my head, you know. And now I'm stay alone when so much my brother fucked me up when they was the liberal and they don't respect my own things and my own life, and they destroy my career. Then today I make the brutal zombie video. I will sending you. That will be 10 minutes. But hey, bro,
Brutal
every
zombie video. That
every
sounds bomb.
every bro that sound or that effect make with my with my mom, bro. And trust me that hey, that deep there, and I say to these people, hey, now call my brother, who is the legend of the legends, who is first Czechoslovak DMC champion, and he producer only the legends, and he called me brother. You are the psychopath, and I need to. You must coming back when what now happened there. You must fuck so much man as, and I say, okay, my brother.
What?
I'm not gay, but you know that will be that what I love. You know that. You know
This guy's wild.
what are you for me? What you doing for me? When I trust you, I help you go to the up. When I was the man who bring the people from the world, and Misery know that. When I have really big, hey, on my album yet will be the Rockness Monster, the Rusty Jocks, and Black Poet. You know?
Well, he brought me to Slovakia every time I was there. Like I was in Slovakia because of this guy every single time.
For
That's
me,
crazy.
what was me for very important to Slovak language, to putting to the all over the world. Okay, people don't understand me, but when you are the real rapper and I'm a real artist,
You,
then you
you
will
feel it.
feel me what
You
I
feel it. You
talking about.
don't need to understand. You feel it, bro.
Oh,
One of
yo,
this
your
guy's groups,
energy
I was
is
talking
like
about it.
you got that pure punk old school energy. You got like that old school punk like movement energy.
Yo, Phantom's crazy, man. Trust me. But
Hey,
he's
I
a
bro,
grew
great
up as
MC.
a punk. I grew
bro,
up as a punk, so it's a
show
compliment.
him, show him my clips, show him my clips. He see my clips. You see my
I
clips,
know
my brother.
No.
you probably did
No,
it in the past, bro. But one of my favorite songs, he was in a group called Crucifix back in the day. But since then, he's been making solo music. He makes hundreds of songs.
bro.
But that's the
I
first shit
speak.
that I heard.
I speak with the scene a few days ago. We we're thinking about to making a crucifix number 2.
Oh man, that would be
You
amazing.
know
Babylon
when I say
Warchild, they want to.
yeah, bro. When you know what does it mean? Now it we 14 years we were not to contact,
No,
and
now's
I'm
the
in the cry.
time.
When you know me that he was my big brother, you know, but
Yeah.
that was a little bit of Commander Veritas. And you know my character. I'm not, hey, bro, when you are my brother, I will be the brother too. But when you will starting to making with me this bullshit, I don't know, you mean you are the star, you mean you are some gangster, you are some, but you don't have the money. Then what you fucking talking about? Why you won't play me when I make everything for you? You know, I paid the tickets. You remember that clip when I have a all private with the bitches? You remember that with the cars and the Mad Murdoch, that motherfucking Mad Murdoch from Paris. You know, that was one fucking nigga who will suck my fucking dick. And I say, bro, you are the
See, this is where we
you are
disagree, bro. While you're talking, this is
Yeah.
where we always disagree.
hey,
You just called
bro,
women bitches, and he just called
Yeah.
a black guy the N word.
I'm
hey, brother,
Bro,
brother,
like,
brother, brother. Hey,
you lose
hey,
me though, bro. You lose me at that time. Even if you have a good idea and a good message, I get lost at that time. You know what I mean? I get lost. Bro, if I'm talking to you and I'm giving you great history and I'm talking to you, bro, he's mad at me, but I don't care, bro. Like he's my brother. He'll be back.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking to someone and calling them cracker the whole time, they're gonna miss the message, man.
No,
And that's
it's okay because I'm glad you said that. I'm like at this point I'm like, what do I do with this guy? But I'm like, then when he used the N bomb, I'm like, okay, I gotta remove him.
oh, did you remove?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just left angry. I thought he was
No,
angry and left.
no,
Okay,
I took
okay.
him out of there because I had to because I'm like, yo, we have to use that. I hate to put it as an example for the live, but thank you for saying what you said, because I'm like, I don't know the guy personally. Seems like he's got a good spirit. I have issues with some people in my life too that have like substance addictions. I don't want to judge anyone. I'm like, I know what they go
Bro,
through. He seems like he has a good soul. He's a good person, you know, but like he doesn't realize that.
I'm not perfect. So it's like I don't judge the mans when they're not people when they're not perfect. I know that. Like I have my many flaws. I've had many moments that I've learned from. You know what I mean? But that's our thing. Like, yo, he's my bro. Whenever we talk, whenever this topic comes up, I always say something because I have to. And then he always tells me what he means by it. I'm not going to go back and forth. If he was still here, he would have explained what he meant by it. And to
No,
him,
I
he'd be like,
don't
I meant
doubt it.
brother. That's just how I
I
talk.
don't
But
doubt it. I
it's
just I couldn't. If he hops back in, I'll let him come back in. But like, I can't have people dropping that, like, you know, that kind of, like, I had
no,
the
yo,
same issue last time. I usually wait till somebody finishes. I don't want to be that guy that's as soon as they say something, I'm like block and delete. But I'm like, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it's all good, man. This guy's calling me on Facebook. I'll message him
Oh shit.
later. The only issue is with life, I know how it is, man. Phantom, if you're watching this, bro, let's be mad about it. There's no
Yeah, no.
issues here,
Oh,
man.
it's just
This is a different
it's an
space.
issue of like, for in terms of the live and the way that it is, like who I am as a person and the way what I believe in personally and what I believe other people should also believe in is that if you haven't had that experience, you don't live that. Unknown Misery spoke to me about that even and told me, you've said that before. You know, even people from India shouldn't use the N word because they don't have the same experience as African people.
Yeah.
So that's a fact. Like to me, I'm like, I know that he didn't mean that in a racist sense, you know, but
No, he
that,
didn't. That's how he talks. I
yeah,
know he didn't mean it a racist way, but
and I know
I
he
can't,
didn't
like,
mean the women
every
in
time I
his
talk
mind,
to
you
him,
know.
I'll always, like, just say that to him. Every time we talk to him and it gets brought up in a new conversation, I will always say why I think it's wrong, and then we'll continue the conversation. But I'll always say why it's wrong. And like, man, the interview I have with him is deep, bro. We talk about all that stuff, and he just tells me where he stands. I don't agree with everything he says. You know what I mean? But yo, I've toured with the guy. I think he's willing. He's actually just who he is. He's not faking it. He's a real guy.
Yo,
He's
at the
not
end of the
faking it.
day, everybody in our crew could tell you a fucked up story about how much of an extremist vegan nutcase I am, or this or that, or how I'm like chilling with a bunch of different women every time they see me, that they're always younger than me or something or some crazy shit.
But
Everybody
you're
would tell
chilling
me
in
some.
a different way. But you love them. You're not chilling with them, and they're
Yeah,
not
no, they don't
16.
even
They're
get
of
that.
age.
I won't even hold their hand if they don't ask me for permission. You know what I mean? Like they're like, people will make up so many stories about me behind my back, but nobody comes and says that shit to my face. But then I'll hear somebody else tell me like, "Yo, you want to hear what this person was saying to this person about you?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." But I'm saying that because at the end of the day, none of us are perfect. We all have like shit that we've been through, you know. But there's some stuff that I still can't tolerate. You know, I still can't stick around. I don't keep certain people around my circles in certain situations, like you said about empty-handed warriors. You know, sometimes you got to clean up certain content. That's like, it's not even the person themselves, but it's like there's some tracks that I had to tell people I can't do this track with you. We can't do this thing. You know, like it's not
All
possible.
right.
Because
So
I'll
this
be
guy
like,
might cut. Sorry, this guy might come back online right now. If he does, well, let's hear him out
oh
if
yeah,
he wants to come back online.
no, that's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with
It
that.
might go
I just
left.
got to explain to him that I couldn't have the N word dropped online like that.
It might go left. It might go left, Ben. All right. So
Left is good. It's better than right, man. I don't believe in the right fold path anymore.
all right. So he's gonna come back.
Word.
That's the thing. That's the whole interview. See, when he comes back in here, just add him or whatever,
Yeah,
invite him. But you'll,
I can't invite him.
but
That's
like,
the problem. I can't. If if I try to invite him, it's gonna actually block him from joining.
He has to request.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he has to
like
request to
he
join
did.
him. That's the main issue. But
All
yo,
right,
give
so
me
I'll
a
let him
second.
know.
I'm gonna go boil some coffee. I'll be right back.
All right. Now, but these conversations are always like this, man. But that's the whole thing. It's like so hard to like. I'm doing my best. If anyone knew me in the past, you'd know that I'm doing my best.
No,
And it's
I
so
know
hard to,
that shit, Badger.
bro. I'm back in the day. I wouldn't tolerate anything, but I actually try to understand that we're all a little fucked up, and I understand we're all a little fucked up, and we're all a little fucked up in the version of whatever that looks like in different parts of the world. This guy was raised in a small town in Slovakia. I know we all have different things
No,
and
that's
ways
why I
we're
have mad
fucked up.
respect. Like I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
No, because no, he'll say a lot of things that even in my brain, I'm like, yo, I feel that's racist. But I talk to him about it. He tells me he's not. And then we keep going. And it's like, all right, he tells me he's not. I thought it was. But I'm a weird guy. Like, I'm going to still talk to the brother
Oh
and
no,
figure it out.
it's good because you
You
don't want
know?
him to realize he's not saying yes I am and you're a fucking bitch.
No,
You know what I mean? So I feel you.
a lot of people around the world, I'll tell you, when they grew up with hip hop, they, and I'm not giving an excuse. That's why I'll always say something. But as an understanding from a different angle, if I have to understand and I don't agree with it, it's hip hop. And I've been told that blatantly. It's hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and see, I don't agree. I agree with curating hip hop. I believe in one nation. I believe we should curate hip hop, and like Tupac wanted to do with the industry, and get rid of people like Puff Daddy and all this shit. They should all be wiped out. That's what I believe. But I'm a little bit drastic that way. A lot of people would
Nah,
agree,
I agree
but
with it too.
yeah.
I agree with that too. They should all be wiped out, man.
Like
That's
I feel like
disgusting.
to me that's what Revolt Motion is there for, and that's why I took over Black Lotus Sangha too, and why I created a Hymns of Hip Hop. Black Lotus Sangha and a Hymns of Hip Hop are two opposite complements. So I have 3 record labels now. 2 of those are active. One of those is the main one that covers the other 2, but Black Lotus Sangha is like the black ninjutsu side, Bushido ninjutsu side, like the death angels, if you want, of that hip hop industry, the overseers that are there to ghost those fakes. Then you've got a hymns of hip hop, which is the non-violent, but it's a good blueprint for a cover for the Black Lotus Sangha. If you want that way, they're the counterbalancing forces. Revolt Motion balances the Rainbow Tribes. It's the middle spectrum. And then K Corso Records is on the opposite, on the death spectrum. So we've got the whole fucking shit covered. Like the whole trifecta of what we've created in general is like it's a blueprint for everything. It includes WooFam, it includes LCOB, it includes like Iapetus Records. We have a blueprint for like basically the whole nation that's covered the whole industry. Six the separation, we probably have like 100,000 artists across the diaspora. You would know, especially with empty-handed
Sorry.
warriors. You know?
1 second.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
And I now say you the modern world, what does it mean? Modern world. Okay.
Anyways, hope this guy comes back. And if not, man, like everyone has to understand one thing, man. Big love to everyone, but I'm gonna let everyone know one thing. Just cause like I'm not sour anymore, and just cause I evolve, don't fucking threaten me. Don't play games with me. That's all I'm telling everyone. Do not play games with me. Do not threaten me. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I might be a thuggy, Joy Makali. Just remember that. Joy Makali, do not play with me. All I do is show love. All I do is share my resources, and I'll continue to. When I meet people in small towns, I make sure they meet artists all around the world. Why do I do that? Because I share my resources with them. So while I
Yep.
stay humble, I also say be grateful. Remember to always show fucking respect and watch how you talk to me. I'm not afraid of any man. I don't care how powerful you think you are. You are just a human stuck in flesh. Your soul is stuck in flesh. just like mine. Have respect, and I will always have respect back. Be
Yo,
ignorant, I'll still show you love, but just do not threaten me, period. And that's what I'm going to put up there for the world. And other
yo,
than
and
that,
that's
we can move
funny
to the
that
love
we're talking.
vibration.
Yo, this is real. This is live and it's raw, you know, because this is mental health and mutants on sentient synchronicities. Look at the synchronicities. I kept saying there's so many good synchronicities, but sometimes there's the other polar side of the spectrum. It's not bad, it's not evil. It's just like it's an experience that we have to deal with, we have to process, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny because he talked about using his demons against other demons. But I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, sometimes demons don't get along together, you know? Sometimes that's how you vibe with someone or not. And I was thinking in my mind, I was imagining the gangster stories. And sometimes when someone's really hardcore, they want to impress you too much. That shit happened to me on my birthday, Miz. I never told you that. That shit was
Okay.
nuts. Insane. I met the Joker in the flesh. I'm not joking. The dude was 21. He had about $100,000 of Amazon gift cards stacked up in his closet in his apartment. He was hustling from Montreal, just came out of high security for stabbing a dude in Montreal prison. And I meet him down the street when I'm walking. I was wishing I had, this is manifestation power, and then why you have to be careful what you wish for. In my mind, I was like, I wish somebody would give me a drink. This guy walks up next to me because I had no money. He walks up next to me and he looks at me and I'm blasting music. I'm blasting my own hip hop. And he's like, he's carrying two Rev 7% liquor drinks, like power energy drinks in his hands. And he's like, you want one? I'm like, shit, instant manifestation. Thank you. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
you want some ganja? He's like, yeah, sure. Let's go smoke. Let's go drink. He's like, you play good music? I'll follow. I'll keep walking. And then he listens. He's like, shit, this is dope. He's like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, fuck, man. Okay, let's chill. We chill. It turns out the dude was like hopped up on pills. He overdosed like about an hour later. He was getting drunk. He ended up like breaking into a bunch of fucking stores, stealing beer. He broke the beers live on the fucking concrete, started drinking from broken glass in front of everyone, chucked it 30 feet across the highway on the front porch of a fucking coffee shop with like 100 people there. So it burst open in front of everyone. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. I was tripping, bro. That was on my birthday this year. The night of my
Mm.
birthday on a Saturday night downtown outside of Montreal. And this dude was like live in front of me, robbing and like looting and throwing, doing some Joker shit like live in front of everyone. The cops came flying by. Thankfully, they had somewhere else to go to. And then finally, when I ended up ditching, he walked into a KFC because he was hungry. Crazy ass story. I was like, bro, don't do it. You're going to fuck yourself up. He walked into the KFC anyways. And he goes in there and he's hustling the KFC guy with a fake credit card. And the guy doesn't want to listen to it. I'm like, yo, this is going sour. So I ditch back home. And then I find out from the guy at the corner store where he bought the drinks a day later that he ended up getting arrested and overdosed at his house 15 minutes after I ditched. And the cops and the ambulance came there and they brought him back in. So that was
Pretty
like just
crazy.
what that's a mental health episode I had on my birthday. That's what I had
Yeah,
to deal with.
that's
I was
crazy. Yeah.
stashed after that for like 3 days. I didn't want to leave my mom's house because I was like, I don't know if they're looking for me. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. If they asked me, I'd be like, I don't know the guy. I was just walking next to him. I don't know, you know? Oh shit, Miz. I think might have lost. I hope you didn't lose your connection or your phone, but shit. Well, if that's the case, brethren, I think I'm gonna close this up. Si es, perdóname, si no hay problema. Deseo simplemente indicar que muchas gracias para su presencia, para su presencia, para su vida, para su trabajo. Muchas gracias de estar aquí con nosotros y hasta luego a todos y todas y todas que escuchan presentamente. Muchas gracias a todos y todas. Steve de Iris. Yo, thank you to so many of you, to every one of you out there that supports us, I should say. Not to the fake people in the industry, but you know what it is. It's one nation. Peace to everyone. Thank you to everyone who came through tonight. This was an amazing conversation. Let's keep it real. This was what it was.